We're digging deeper into the fears and concerns of flying after Wednesday's mid-air collision. The FAA says nearly 3 million people fly in and out of the United States every single day. Undoubtedly, the collision between the American Eagle jet and that Black Hawk helicopter on the minds of many passengers. But how many of those are turning in their tickets and refusing to fly because of what happened? WBTV's Ron Lee is talking to experts and travelers on how anxious flyers are dealing with the news.
Experts tell me it's completely natural and understandable for people to feel anxiety before getting on a plane, considering what they witnessed on TV over the skies of Washington, D.C. But the question is that anxiety translating into people canceling their travel plans?
Surprisingly, I have not had one person even mention it to me.
Rebecca Johns has run Creative Travel in Belmont for over 3 decades. She books travelers on everything from cruises to flights just about everywhere. She says the industry has always faced challenges when the world events like this happen.
We thought when we opened that the Gulf War was going to be difficult, and then of course we went through 9/11, and then the economy crash, and then of course COVID was the very worst.
John says she's seen no change of plans from her clientele, and while what happened was horrific and her heart breaks for those who lost their lives, she says flying is still the safest form of travel.
I would rather get on an airplane than I would in a car.
While the investigation continues on how and why this occurred, people at Charlotte Douglas Airport today were thinking about what happened, but weren't overly consumed with anxiety about it.
Fear can control us if we allow it to. A lot of anxiety, but I think this is a moment where my faith in God comes in, and I have to just trust that I will be safe.
But there are those who may have second thoughts before boarding an aircraft.
Having anxiety over flying after something like this is a very normal response.
Melanie Markey is a counselor and the owner of Blackbird Therapy in the Elizabeth area and says talking about it to friends is a good step, but also prepare yourself for what's ahead.
Go sit at the airport a couple days before you have to fly, watch planes come in and out.
Back at the airport, the mood was somber, but the resolve to push through was strong.
It'll probably take us a while to get over this, but you have to keep going on.
Markey says anxiety is nothing to be ashamed of. Maybe to ease the pressure, travel with a loved one or somebody that you trust. At Charlotte Douglas Airport, I'm Ron Lee. WBTV, on your side.